top when you saw Kanye after the premiere of his movie. Did everybody see that? Came on 4 stations at one time, at the same time. Rising Phoenix or Phoenix? Runaway.
It was like 8 songs in this 40-minute video, man. It was crazy. Like, the video was crazy. Like, I saw it first. My first inclination when I heard it was 34 minutes long. I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, come on, like 34 minutes for a video, really? I saw it and was so captivated just in each scene and how much you could tell he put his all into it. Like, that's the illest thing ever. Like, you can say, people say a lot about bad stuff about him. He's so arrogant. He's a buff and all of that. But it'd be like, man, you cannot front on the fact that that man works. Like, that man's literally LeBron James was like rapping. Like, he's a cat that in 20 years he can still perform because he's an artist. He's not a rapper. Like, that man could probably go 30 years from now and go on sold-out tours all around the world with YouTube. He could be like Sting. I'm telling y'all people, y'all don't know who they are. He could be like Lil Wayne, but bigger. He could be bigger than that because it's just the way that he is with this artist is crazy. But yeah, you was making
when you were saying like you saw him and he had on them velvet house shoes and you was wondering, but he was making sure that his brand that you paid attention.
The biggest thing you can ever do, whether you're a person, a pastor, a business, an athlete, is your brand. Like, people buy into you as a brand. Like, when we were first getting into what we were doing, we were just walking around with shirts that said prsvr.com because that was one of our websites, and walking around with this flamingo chain. We weren't telling people what we was doing. We weren't saying, hey, buy my shoes, none of that. It was just like, yo, we're real cool people. We out here, we're doing good. We're not here to rob you or anything like that. Just being genuinely cool people. We could have sold spoons after that. The branding was done that well. People were that intrigued by what we were doing and believed in us that much. We could have came through and said, we got Xerox copy paper that I stole from a store and I'm selling it to you. So let's go. How many do you need? Like, your brand is so important. Like with Kanye, they say a lot of negative stuff, but he knows with his brand, I have to do way more than everybody else so that you know it's Kanye West. You probably see somebody way down the street that's just walking, and he had on like this leather and rabbit collar thing, and then these like extra tight pants and like 20 gold chains like draped down or whatever. And I was like, that's not even fresh. But to him, it's like, you can't do it. That I can't. You know what I mean? That costs probably $80,000 at the least. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the way that he is about his brand. Like, and that's something you have to do. Whether you have to reinvent it, whether you have to continue doing the same thing to make sure that you're at the peak that you're at. Those are things you have to do because your brand at the end of the day is the most important thing about you. Then people ask about you, that's what they're asking about, your brand, your reference, your background. Like, what is it about you that makes you you? You get a bad report about your brand, you know what I mean? It's like the Better Business Bureau, like, shutting you down. You know what I mean? You don't want to get shut down by the 3 Bs, you know what I mean? So that's just something that you want to be sure to, y'all young, y'all had the ability to, like, literally today start up and, like, be whatever y'all want to be. Y'all had no blemishes on your credit report. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't have no bad rap or whatever. Like, anything that y'all want to do, y'all can start the day and do it because y'all at a point in life where it's like, these are the times when you start to develop those things. You know what I mean? Like, I wish my school had a program like this when I was in school. We didn't. Like, we took the basics. English, math, social studies, your history, get you a foreign language, slap you on the butt, get out of my school. You know what I mean? Like, that was it. Pull up those pants. That was it. That was the things that they enforced. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, man, like, it would be things that we wanted to know, but we could never get the information. You know what I mean? Like, now y'all got the internet. Like, I was telling the class earlier, like, I fixed my stove just going to Google. I learned how to relight my pilot and, like, take it apart and put everything back together just by going typing in the type of stove I had and going from there. The internet will tell you anything. Like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It'll tell you a lot of negative stuff and it'll tell you a lot of positive things, too. You know what I mean?